Alright, Shalom, Hakim. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rachak Kodash. I'd like to double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone at Rubel, and peace and salutation to the Hakim around the world that pushes truth in sincerity. You know, I entitled this video, These Women Are Not Righteous. Or at least majority of them. You know, according to the scriptures, you will have the one or two, who the one or two daughters as Sarah, as it say, but majority of them, they just love wickedness. You understand? Just like a lot of these men out here. Because really and truly, being righteous is according to the scriptures. No matter how you try to twist it, no matter how you might try to justify yourself, being righteous is according to the scriptures. That is what righteousness is, according to the Most High standard, by definition. You understand? But most people out here, they like to be wicked and then want to make the self feel righteous, which in itself is wickedness. Because the scriptures talk about how a woman's supposed to be, how she's supposed to go about, carry about herself, and all these different things. Alright, they say say 1 Timothy 2, right? I'll start from 9, right? They say, in like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, right? It say, not with broidered hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. You understand? Because the scriptures just teach you how to be. Majority of the women you'll see out here, they're not about sincerity, they're not about meekness, they're not even about shamefacedness. A lot of them will watch you straight in your face, and some will even point their hand in your face. You understand? And then they will go to these so-called synagogues every Sunday or every Saturday and say that they're godly. But being godly is not about an image, not just about an image. It's about inwardly, and what inwardly would show outwardly, but it starts inwardly. It's not just about having a good look to be seen before men or whoever. Alright, sobriety. It's a soundness of mind, self-control, which a lot of them don't have much of. You understand? They don't have, because most men know that women emotional. When it comes to self-control, the emotions is always take control of them. So just show you how the scriptures is actually a guide on how to be, but most people don't look to the scriptures as a guide, and that is why they just falter. I think it's First Peter. Yes, Second Peter is something else. Right? Say and this is a stumbling block for majority of women in the world, really and truly. Majority of women in the world, they can't do these simple things. But when it comes to putting on a headband and wearing a long dress and saying shalom to be seen in the eyes of men, it is be easy. You understand? But it's not just about an outward image. Same thing for men, it's same thing as for women. It's not just about an outward image. Because you could be perceived by men as righteous, or by other women as righteous, but inwardly you're in a mess. And when the time of hardship comes, you'll have to suffer the penalty like all the unbelievers, because really and truly you did not believe. You just try to look like you believe to the masses, which is not the same thing. It said in 1 Peter 3, I'll start from 1, right? It said, likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. You understand? Because these women out here, majority when you hear a group of women saying don't speaking in these modern times, they only speak about wicked things. When in Titus what 2:3, the talk that the guidelines of what women should be teaching each other. You understand? It say in Titus 2:3, it say the age women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers. You understand? Not false accusers, nor given to much wine, teachers of good things. But that is not these women out here. Majority of them does be false accusers very heavily, drunkards, both on the doctrine level and on the actual drinking level. Teachers of good things, most of them are not. Majority of the time when you hear women saying non talking, they doesn't be teaching each other good things. They be teaching wickedness, how to do this and how to get away with that, and what you should not do. You understand? They doesn't try to teach each other righteous things. They say that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. And they just blaspheme this word constantly because they don't follow these things. Sometimes the husband will speak to them and they will disrespect the husband. And they will walk down the road and the next man will tell them something and they will listen to him. You understand? That is not order. So majority of them just go against the scriptures every day. But if you ask them if they know God, if they know the Most High, or if they're righteous, the first thing they'll tell you is yes. Because some of them don't understand righteousness, and others don't care for it. They don't want to learn it because it doesn't go with what they want. Alright? We go back in the 1 Peter 3, verse 2. It say, while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear. Because plenty of them do have that fear. They don't study the repercussions of the actions of any of these things. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of the plaiting the hair, and of wearing of gold, or of putting on of apparel. Majority of Jake women you see out here, the cutting of the pants, looking for attention. They want to wear tights, have all the crotch printing out, just to look for attention. They want to deck themselves with jewelry and style the hair. And some of them have the man home, but they're still looking for the attention of other men. Because really and truly, that is where their mind is. Their mind is in this world, glorying in vain things. You understand? The scripture said they love the praise of men more than the praise of the Most High, because I like people to get them vain credit. You understand? That is what I like, vain credit. It said, but let it be of the hidden man of the heart, in that which is not corruptible, even the ornaments of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of the Most High a great price. So that meek and quiet spirit they're supposed to have, being humble. You understand? Not seeking vain glory in the sight of the world, but actually trying to be righteous. That is what is priceless in the Most High sight. But majority of them don't care about that because they lack faith. So they focus on the things that are seen other than the things that are not seen. What the scriptures say. It says, for after this manner in the old time, the holy women, this is a good example for them, also who trusted in the Most High, adorned themselves. So all the things I just read, this is how the holy women actually used to keep themselves, because this is how the scriptures tell them to be. You understand? According to righteousness, not according to vain opinions or according to vain likes. You understand? But according to true righteousness. adorn themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands. Get that woman out here, they will have a problem. It's a minor thing the husband doing, and they will go to the next man for advice, and the next man will tell them something, and they will listen to the next man, and they will completely disregard what the husband tell them, and that is breaking order, because your husband's word is law. Disobeying your husband is actually against the scriptures, but most of them don't care about that. Once it doesn't coexist with what they want, they don't want to hear anything about it. That's why they'll go to other people for vain opinions, and if the vain opinion they receive is something that they like, they will accept that. They wouldn't try to, they don't have the discernment to know, well, alright, this is wrong, this is right. No, they just go by feelings. See, by being in subjection unto their own husbands. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well. You understand? It says, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, which means as long as you try to keep in accordance with true righteousness. Not just putting on a headband and saying shalom and thinking to yourself that you're righteous and wearing long dresses. That is not righteousness. All those things are part of rehearsing righteousness, but it does not make you righteous. And that simple things like that is a stumbling block. You say, as long as you do well and are not afraid with any amazement. Because really and truly, the daughters of today, majority of them cannot be classed as the daughters of Sarah. But this is majority of Jake today. Anytime you scroll through any kind of social media, you'll see women just glorying in vain things, doing foolishness, sometimes even degrading and embarrassing themselves just for some kind of attention. Because that is the highest that their mind could process at. They don't study repercussions, they don't study things like what the Most High might actually think about what it is they're doing. Like a man of the Most High might sit down doing something, and he might flash back, I wonder if this is something good to do. You understand? I wonder what the scriptures say about this. The women today, they don't have that way of thinking. They don't sit down and study, according to the scriptures, this is wrong. I'll try to refrain from. They don't know anything about that. They do. But the song say, girls just wanna have fun. That is just how women just think. That is why in the ancient times, they didn't have any choice. They were in subjection unto their husbands, and they had to do as they were told. But in this society, as Esau gave them freedom to do whatever they want, it's just like giving a child freedom. When you give a child freedom, what they'll do, they'll eat cake and ice cream every single day, because that is as high as the mind is think. You understand? You're actually seeing the effects of these things in society today. And anytime you try to explain these things to them, all they will do is just try to justify it. Because even inwardly that they might know that they're wrong, they are governed by their own belly. Say there's Luke, right? So I'll check to see if the recording's still up. There's Luke 16 verse 15. It say, and he answered, and he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men. Because there were plenty of people that do today, especially as women out here. Try to teach them righteousness, and they just try to justify their own wickedness. Women will try to wear the most ridiculous things or do the most wrong things, but then they will try to explain in the best way how it is they're not wrong for doing it. Somebody like that, when you see women like that, just leave them alone. Say, and he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but the Most High knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of the Most High. And really and truly, you'll see things like esteeming women in this society. This system does do it because it is actually against the scriptures. Scripture say men are above women. Say the head of every woman is a man. But this society just tell you that men and women are equal. And even though they tell you men and women are equal, they just esteem women above men. You understand? That is show how wicked this society is. And women of today love this society because this society just give them the freedom to be wicked freely. And you can't do them anything about it. Because that's how Esau want them to be. Esau want them to be whores. Esau want them to go out and look for multiple men and jump from man to man. You understand? By the time the year pass through 5+ men. That's how Esau want them to be. When originally the Most High made you for just one at a time. The only time a woman would have 2 or 3 men in she life is if she husband would die and she'd remarry. But other than that, she was supposed to have one. Most likely in she whole life, unless she husband would die. But Esau keep programming the women of today to actually make them into whores. And these women out here like being whores. That is why even though you show them that what they are doing is whoredom, they don't want to hear it. They just want to be how it is. You try to explain certain things to them, they will get emotional and they wouldn't hearken on to what you're just saying. And they will go back and continue doing the same thing, but they will look for somebody else to make them feel good about what it is they're doing. And I see it all the time. You explain to a woman, hey, you shouldn't have your breast showing all the time. She will argue, and then she'll go back doing it because they don't love righteousness. They love attention. And that is giving them what they want. You understand? Anyway, I don't make this video too long. With that, I like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Ruach Kodash. I like to double honor the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Ruel, and peace and salutation to the Akim around the world that pushes truth and sincerity. There's your Abba from Trinidad Camp saying Shalom.